Basically, what we're going to learn today is how to upload and import in old checklists or checklists, from a template. We will create a checklist on the fly, and then we will actually fill out a checklist using our iPad. We could also fill it out using our iPhone, but I'm just going to do the iPad because it'll be bigger on the screen. Okay, so without any further ado, I think I'm going to start sharing my screen. Okay, so first, what we'll do is we'll start off with BIM 360. Okay, just the project home of BIM 360. So if you guys are using this, you should probably be pretty well aware of this. What's pretty cool is that it shows you all the weather information and the your project address. It'll show you if you've got any field issues going on, or any checklists that need to be filled out, any RFIs that are hot, anything like that, even submittals, design packages, all that stuff. It'll showcase all of that right here on the home page. You can even customize this if you want. Okay, you can show what you want to show, customize it like that. Okay. Also, if I come up here and I click on these 9 little dots up here, I can toggle through everything. I'll just do a quick little, little bit of insight on each little one of these modules right here. Okay, so first, what you're going to see is the project home. That's what we're already. Then we've got Insight. Okay, you can think of Insight basically as reporting, if that's something that you were used to with in BIM 360 field. It's going to be where you can just basically track things and do reporting. Okay. Then there's document management, which is basically just the which is just BIM 360 docs. That's what all of BIM 360 is built on. So you can manage all of your documents, your plans, and your project files, your models, whatever you need to from document management. Okay. We've also Autodesk has also just taken the beta off of project management. And so what project management is basically you can manage your RFIs and your submittal workflows inside of BIM 360. So again, the whole idea here is that not only can you manage your documents, but you can manage your whole project from beginning to end. That's the goal here with BIM 360. Okay, I'm going to skip over cost management for a second, and we'll go to design collaboration. So for any of you guys out there that have used collaboration for Revit or BIM 360 Team in the past, this is the new generation version of those products. Okay. This design collaboration, I was actually on a call yesterday where I learned that BIM 360 design and design collaboration is the fastest growing Autodesk product in their history, because basically it works seamlessly from collaboration for Revit to BIM 360 design and design collaboration. So basically you can run your design completely through BIM 360 right now. Okay, I'm going to also skip through model coordination for right now. We'll go to those at the end, both of these, because they're in preview and beta. You've also got your project admin and account admin. So you can manage your account from here. You can add users, add projects, whatever you need to use an account admin, and then you can you can manage your project permissions and other configurations using project admin. Okay, what we're going to talk about today is the field management tool, primarily checklists. Okay, but also inside of field management, you can manage issues, you can also manage your daily log. Okay, so basically this is the field management tool is something that basically if you're at all used to using typical BIM 360 field workflows, these are going to be, you're going to feel right at home here, and that's what we're going to focus on today. Okay, but we've also got these two other modules here. Okay, I'll start off with model coordination. Okay, so this is in preview mode, and that is the answer to I guess this is the precursor to I guess having BIM 360 glue onto the BIM 360 platform. So it'll all be interconnected. So you'll be able to run clash coordination in BIM 360 using this. Right now it's just in preview mode. I've checked it out. I do like where it's heading, but it's not actionable yet. What I mean by not actionable is basically you can't report on it. You can't assign clashes to anybody. It just shows you that where the clashes are, and it groups them rather intelligently. Okay. Then the last one here is cost management. This one is in beta, this one's almost ready to go. But basically, you can run your cost coding through BIM 360 now. We've got a whole bunch of connectivity with other ERP systems or estimating softwares. So you can run everything through here. You can import your data in, so you can manage cost through here. So you can manage potential change items and things like that using BIM 360. Okay, so that's my little overview of BIM 360 right now. Let's just jump right into field management. Okay, so you can see right here, like I said, there's daily logs, there's issues, and then there's checklists. Okay, I've actually got a checklist that I ran yesterday. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to take a look at it. Okay, so you can run your checklist either on the desktop or on your iPad or on your phone, whether your phone is Android or iOS. You can run checklists off of it. Okay, so it's really pretty easy to use. I just did a basic safety checklist, so I could come in here and I can edit this. I've actually got this. I've closed this one, so if I just click on it, it'll ask me if I want to reopen. I'll say yes. So if I can, it's very simple. You just click and type stuff in. It's really quite simple. You can see I've already done that. I can just check or uncheck. Then I'll just hit done there, and I'll make sure that it's all done. Okay. I can also fill this in. I can say, okay, it's assigned to this person. It's for building a level 1. Okay. Then I could say it was scheduled on this date. Okay. So I've got all that done. So now, let's see, is everything done? I can hit. Okay, so I've completed my checklist. So now you can see it's gone from in progress to completed. So now if I come back out here, let's say that there was something that I wanted to do to edit this checklist. It's really pretty basic, pretty simple to do. Basically, I can come over here and I can hit this dot over here, and I can either delete it, which I don't want to do, or hit edit. So I'm just going to edit it. So it's really simple to edit. So right now, basically what I've got is I've got my audit location in the wrong spot. So if I want to move this section up, then I can all I have to do is hit the arrow right there and see it moves something up. Okay, same thing if I wanted to change the location of an object or I guess let's see, yeah, let's see, where was the one that I really wanted to? Okay, yeah, so if I wanted to change the location of one of my actual, I guess, options for a question, so the questions are all workers are currently using the following PPE. So if I wanted to move one up, it's just a simple drag and drop. So if I wanted to move safety glasses up towards the top, then I could do so. Same thing here. Since this one's talking about fire extinguishers, and we talk about welding, and then we talk about fire extinguishers again, I could drag and drop this one up. So, I could also, if I wanted to, attach a file here if I wanted to. So if I needed to have a drawing or something added to it, I could do that as well. So once I've got that done, I can save, and then it'll remember it. So it tells me immediately we can save it. Okay. So next, all that I'm going to do is I'm just going to import a couple of checklists. Okay. First thing that I'm going to do is we'll take a look at these. Okay, I'll open both of these up. Okay, so I've got one. So right here, this is a checklist that came from BIM 360 or from BIM 360 field right here. Okay, so this is just one for it's a centrifugal pump, chilled water pump checklist. And then this other one is a pre-pour checklist for concrete. Okay, so there we go. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to import a template from the Excel spreadsheet, just from that came from BIM 360. Okay, if I hit download a sample, that's the exact spreadsheet that it'll give me. Okay, so basically that's what I got from this one, this pre-pour checklist right here. So I hit browse and I choose that. So I hit import, and it's saying okay, it'll take a minute for it to process. So that's pretty much as easy as it is. That's exactly the amount of time it takes for you to upload one from a template. Okay. Now, if I want to, I can also choose to upload one from Classic Field. So I'll say, okay, this one is actually a commissioning one, and I'll pick my file again. I'll pick this chilled water pump one that I just showed you. Okay. So I do that right there. I hit import, and then, oops, I guess I had an error. Well, I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but essentially it's really pretty simple. You just choose to import right there. Okay, so I just got a email right there. So if I go to this, it's going to tell me, okay, your template was successfully imported. So I get an email confirmation exactly when that happens. So I'm just going to go here and go back to templates, and then there we go. We've got our pre-pour checklist in here, and we've got our basic safety checklist. Okay, so I could, if I wanted to, I could have created, I could have imported a checklist from a template or created it from a template. I actually already did that, so I'm not going to show that off again. But I'm just going to show you how to create one right off of the fly, So what we're going to do is we're going to actually create a room by room punch list checklist. Okay, so all I'm going to do is just hit create new template right here. We'll call this room by room punch. Okay. For each building. Okay. So the type will be punch list, and if I wanted to, I could have different section assignees that I wanted to send. Okay, so I could choose, okay, if I didn't have time, if I was ready to start this, but then something came up, I could hit save and exit, or I can just pick next. Okay, and it's really pretty simple to start. So all I have to do is add a section. I'm going to add all my sections in first. So I'm going to go doors. We'll go walls. Ceilings. Electric. Plumbing. Final. Okay, so I've gone through and I've added all of my sections in. That took less than a minute for me to do 7, 8, 9 of them. Okay, so now if I want to add a new, I guess, checklist item, it's really just as simple as, either picking any one of these from here, and I could say, okay, I want this to be a pass fail, so I can just hit add new item. And so we'll say for doors, we'll say working hardware. Okay. I'll add a new item, and because it remembered it from the time before, because I picked it, it's already going to have it be a pass-fail. So we'll say is the construction quality adequate? Okay, same thing. I can just say add a new item. It's going to remember that it's pass-fail. So I'll say next will be okay, and then finally for the next one, I'll add a new one, and I'll just say okay. So that was pretty much it. I completely filled out a like one section of my checklist. Okay, so next we'll do the same thing for walls here. So for walls, again, we'll do a pass fail, add a new item, and we'll say okay, add new item, painted. Scratches or dents. Okay, and I'll say paint. That's what we'll say there. Okay, so now for ceilings, same thing. So this may get a little bit repetitive. I probably bit off more than I could chew here with 9, but I want to actually have a workable checklist. So, you know, so we might as well do that. So add new item, lights. Okay, here I'm just using yes, no, just to switch it up a little bit, just so that you can see the different how it works differently. Then we'll add one more. Okay, so floor, we'll keep going. And for this one, I'll actually do true, false. Clean. And then okay, again, we'll do furniture. Okay, then let's see. And then for electric, okay, mechanical. Does, what is it, the thermostat work? Okay, plumbing, fixtures connected. Are fixtures leaking? Okay, so then the final would be like, is this room ready to room ready for final clean. Okay, so there we go. All that I have to do there is just hit publish. And once I do that, basically we're ready to go. Okay, so now I can come back in here so you can see, okay, we've got a room by room punch in there. If I wanted to, I could come over here and I could, I guess, well, actually, if I wanted to run this one, I could just hit create checklist here and then run it, okay? Or the better solution is, let's see, where is my, let's turn my iPad back on. Okay. Whoa, that is humongous. Okay. And there we go. Okay, so now if I want to go into BIM 360 and try that checklist out, basically all that I have to do is go to my project, and then I just pick down here. I can just go to my checklists, and if I hit if I drag it down, then it should update it. Let's see. Let's go to settings, and I'll sign out and sign back in, so that maybe it'll. I'll give it a couple of seconds. All right, so we'll go there. I'll pick my checklists project, load it, pick checklists, and let's see, did I not? They should both be there. Okay, well, no matter. We'll what we can do is I'll hit plus. There we go. So I forgot about that step. So here all that I did here was I just hit the plus button here. This is showing you how many, like all the checklists that have either been completed or in progress right here. So if I just hit plus, that's going to prompt me to pick a checklist template. So all I'm going to do, I'm just going to start with my pre-pour checklist here. And so the first thing that it asks me to do is to come in here and say what location is about to be poured. Oh, and I'll hit select. Okay, so I've got that one selected. I have to actually fill in all this stuff to begin with. I'm going to say this is going to be assigned to me. The location, I don't have any location data in there yet. Then the scheduled date, this happened on the 6th. I'll hit create, and then I should be good to go. So now, if I type in here, so what location is forward? Okay, site west, approximate pour volume. I hit that, and I just say 25 cubic yards. Date is okay. And then I just come down here. Okay, is the rebar template correct? Yes. Is adequate spacing at the bottom of the rebar? Yes. Is adequate spacing at the top? Yes. Is it adequately tied? Does the vapor barrier pass? Is it free of holes? Pass. Yes. Okay, so if I were to hit no, then basically what it's going to do here is it's going to automatically open an issue for me. Okay, and this is almost exactly the same as BIM 360 field, but instead of actually setting that up in the template where, hey, if there's a problem, then it creates an issue, this does it automatically. You can also go in and say, okay, I don't want it to do that if that's something that you don't want it to do. But by default, it creates the issue. So for this one, so we'll say title is unstable / not sturdy. Okay. You know, same thing if I'm connected to Wi-Fi, or if I'm on my phone and I'm connected to, you know, and I have a cell connection, then all I have to do is just hit the little Siri button right here, and then I can dictate whatever I need to into the description rather than typing it, period. So that's going to speed up how I work because I don't have to type on a fake keyboard, period. Okay. And I stopped it too early. Okay, so I can do that there. So also, if I need to take a picture of it, then I can do that. I'll just take a picture of my computer. Okay, and then it's going to ask me if I want to attach a photo. I'll say yes. I'll hit OK. So now I've got a photo attached to that that issue. Okay, I can add a location if I need to, and I can assign this to someone. I'm the only person assigned to this project, so I'll just assign it to myself. Okay, so once I've got that, you know, I could even come over here and I could attach a file if I needed to, but I'll just hit create. So now you can see, okay, right here it tells me, okay, we've got an issue associated with this object. Okay, so I can keep going if I wanted to, or I can save this one for later. Okay, and then I'll say false. Okay, and then I'll just say cancel there. Okay, so all that we're waiting for, we can see right there, all that we're waiting for is just this issue right here, which has been created. Okay, so if I come here, let's see. There we go. We can see that my issues have been, you know, they've already shown up. It's already been created on my iPad, so people know about it. If I come over here, back to my desktop, let's go to issues and let's see if that's synced down as well. Okay, so see, there we go. We actually see that that's already there. So, you know, because everything is synced almost automatically, you know, it's all right there. Okay. So, you know, I could go through another checklist, but I think you guys get the idea. You know, I guess we'll open it up to questions now. Maybe I can do some other things through the questions. Amy, are you there? I think you may be muted.
I am. Sorry about that.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we do have a few questions. Do I still need to go as an administrator project to edit the checklist?
Yes, most likely, yeah. In most cases, yes, you will have to be an administrator to update to edit the checklist. There are some instances where maybe, you know, like a specific person has been granted like a slightly more permissions, but yes, administrators will need to edit the checklists.
Okay. And where can we find an Excel template to initiate a new checklist?
Okay, so good question. So that you know, if you're on field, then I guess I can show you that as well. But to do the templates here, you just go to templates and then import. Okay, and if you pick from, or actually just if you just pick just the first one, which is just import templates, you hit next. You hit download a sample, and then that's going to download the template sample. So I'll open it and I'll show you exactly what a blank one looks like. Okay, so right here, this is exactly what it looks like. Okay. So you fill this out exactly how you need to. You save it, and then you just hit browse and choose file. That's what I actually did yesterday before the meeting. Okay. Next, so hopefully that answers it. You can do it's the same exact process through field, by the way.
All right. The next question is it's a statement first and then a question. Client forms are required. In the old version, we couldn't reproduce Excel Word templates from our client. is it possible in the new field to export the new checklist information in Excel Word forms?
I think if I get this wrong, then or if I'm not answering your question adequately, then I guess let me know and I'll try to answer it better. But I think what you're asking is, can you just push a checklist up, like a form that you have, and then will it automatically turn it into a checklist? And the answer to that is no. You have to basically, it has to be set up in this template form. Okay, so basically, you have to set it up, with this template. So you have to set it up as a section. Is it a yes or no question? Is it is it? There's also multiple choice. There's select all that apply. There's a bunch of different response types. Okay, so you can definitely set it up. You can transfer that checklist over, but it's not completely automated, if that makes sense. I hope that answers. You have to plug and chug the data from one spot to another. Okay.
All right. If she writes back with any more questions, I'll let you know. The next question is, where can we create the qualities for the checklist? Old platform has a different window to choose the head of the checklist, example, signature, information by default, etc.
Okay, so right now, the only things that are in the header were the things that I showed. So it was the date, who's creating the checklist, and the location of where the checklist is being where the data is being reviewed. One thing that I like about that is that it does it automatically, and so it forces you, as soon as you start the checklist, to fill out the header. That's something that I think was a huge problem with BIM 360 Field. Like the header was 9 out of 10 times, or at least from what I saw, it was forgotten. So right now you can't. There's not a whole bunch of customization with the header. If there are additional items that you need to put into your checklist, you can kind of do basically the same thing that I did, where basically I would start it off with whatever that information is. So at the very top, you've got your additional information in there. That's how I would do it.
All right. And how do you get to the field management page?
Okay. Pretty simple. First of all, your project has to be it has to be activated for field management. I believe that comes with BIM 360 build. So if you guys have purchased BIM 360 build, then you'll have access to field management. But basically, you just click on these 9 dots up here, and then you'll go to the hard hat. Okay. If you want to see, I guess, how to let's see if I can figure that. Let's see if I can find that quickly. Oop, no, I don't want to go there. Don't want to go to my account. Okay, so if I want to configure a project for field management, basically I can go to Account Admin. And then pick my project. So I'll just pick a random one right here. I'll just pick this APL demo one right here. So you can see this one, okay, it already has everything, of course, no matter what. Okay, great. So if I wanted to add services to this, I would just go and I would pick services, and then I would come right here to BIM 360 field, hit show admins, and then, okay, this one actually has field. Golly. Striking out here, but basically you would come right here, and I'll show you for cost management, because it'll be the exact same. Okay, so whether it's field management or cost management, whatever, you would hit activate here, and then you would put in the initial project admin. So if I wanted to do cost management here, then I would just put my name in or put my email in, and then I could put my company name in and all that stuff. Once I do that, I hit save, and then basically it'll be available. You can start inviting people to it.
All right, great. He said that helped him out. And you may have already answered this one, but can I customize checklist types?
Okay, you can't customize the checklist type. You can pick from quality, commissioning, punch list, and safety. So there's 4 different, I guess, types that you can do. I'm not sure if that's in the that's something for the future, but right now you can only choose between those 4.